all my day ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
Try to shut us down. We'll show you just how we...
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks get it done on the gridiron. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And Mr. Cooper Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. Looking deep for Crabtree. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away at its second down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Toss to Murray. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. On 1st down, Newton rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Shotgun now for Carr. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression. And when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads. And able to come back and find him in open space, that's a really nice play.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Crabtree from 17 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And there's a flag on the field. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
Throwing now is Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They come out here in the eye. Here's Carr to throw. It finds Crabtree for the completion. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. But how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They go with Murray again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there for the Raiders. 33 yards.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that 2nd-year jump out of Walford. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. Penalty marker is down here. And Janikowski bangs it through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup at 33 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Fresh set of downs here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st down, it's Newton. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Stewart is the lone setback. Newton now to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well, but with a whole lot of confidence. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Newton now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Newton throwing again. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Newton on 3rd down. His pass caught at the 4. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13-play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Crabtree with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little something.
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's Newton now on second down. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Newton on first down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now it's Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first and 10, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Newton now to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go, now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw.
And a big one is here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. So make it back-to-back sacks, and this second one cost him a couple of points.
And the easy thing is to put this all on the offensive line, but maybe they need to start changing their game planning and their calls. Quicker passes, running plays, especially when you're this deep in your own territory.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Tenth carry of the game now, Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Newton now to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Throwing is Newton. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Mike Cyphers now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Jones on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it, push it, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Murray. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They come out here in the eye. Carr keeps it, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr taking it in. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
All right, here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Caught on the left side by Ginn. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Benjamin's got it, and he's brought down after a good gain. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
13, fellas, 13, watch 13.
Throwing again is Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, Newton. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Second down following the incompletion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and 2, Newton. It's brought in right side by Ginn. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 33. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will close the gap down to 14. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. There he goes left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
We ready? Zero. We ready? 5 and 8.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the back. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come out here in the eye. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now it's Newton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Watch left, watch left. Here we go, watch that. Come on now. Jim.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6.
And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, 36 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Janikowski now for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football at a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. That's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
That's what I do. Way to go. Check your backer. 180. 20. Check 37. Check 37.
On second down, here's Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
I got one.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw on second down is Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. From the gun on third down, Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Caught on the left side by Gibb. 14 yards there on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. We ready? We're going to rally. Rally.
Carr going to throw here. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Thomas Davis coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. Under pressure, they got him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now it's Ginn. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carr going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And the Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And it is incomplete. incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
It's brought in right side by Ginn. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And after a defeat like this, Charles, next week at practice could be a little ugly.
Yeah, the natural inclination is to really drive these guys. They didn't play very well today, so that means more work, more work, more work. That might not be exactly what they need. Maybe you just bury the game film and push on and move towards the next game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.